Throw Gang, we are joined by He Puts the Beat in Beatles, Lawrence Schlossman, and myself, the Omicromy, James Harris. The Omicromy? I don't even fucking know. Welcome to the weekly Running the Boys, which today's full episode only available on patreon.com/throwingfits. Lawrence, how's your Christmas week?
Pretty uneventful. I do not have COVID. You don't have COVID.
I don't know. I haven't gotten tested, but I have put myself in lockdown. So if I did have COVID, that bitch is out the paint at this point.
Yeah, originally I was like, I would never, even if I got COVID, I would never like flex it like a lot of people do. I think that's like it's a very female trait. But now,
okay.
I'm like, is it cool to get it because it proves that you were in these streets and have friends? So I don't know.
Wait, are people actually announcing that they have COVID?
Bro, are you kidding me? Well, whether it was like, you know, people like flex like shit that they like on close friends that they maybe wouldn't to like the world, you know? I've seen some of that, but yeah, I saw a lot of people flexing getting COVID as like some type of badge of honor.
I don't know if I'm about to show my whole ass and expose that I'm not on your close friends, but how come you don't do close friends?
Because I have nothing to fucking hide, bro. Anything I would send out to close friends, I would send to the world. Do you do close friends?
The only time I did close friends was to, it was to hyper target a crush.
Really? Wait, explain that. What's the mechanism there? How do you do that?
Like I put a bunch of I set it up, but I don't use it. And it was to like, you know,
was it just for her? Was she the only, like, it's like a close friends with one person?
I thought about that, but that would have been fucking weird. But no, it's like,
but how would they know? They would never know.
They wouldn't know.
Right. So how is that weird? It's actually,
it wasn't to be like, yo, like it was to, I don't remember what the like, IG story was per se. I think it was also just like, I don't know, man. This is whatever.
Yeah. Wait, I have so many questions. Like, what were you posting to like?
I don't remember
to like as like to catfish your crush or whatever. You know,
like
bank
it account.
Yeah. I never see you in the bank. Yeah, dude. Close friends is
my positive
cowards.
COVID test.
Yeah. It's a cowardly move. What's interesting that Jenna does is for certain content, she blocks her mom and my mom from the story.
Oh yeah, I'll do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
like your own mom?
Yeah, but my mom got hacked. Her Instagram got hacked.
I was gonna say, is she back in yet?
No, bro.
What?
It's a fucking fiasco.
Who? So do you know who hacked your mom?
Some guy in the Middle East.
Why?
I don't know. She not like to like steal her shit, just to because it's like one of these guys. It's like, hey, do you want to be verified on Instagram? She was chasing the clout. She flew too close to the clout, son.
Your mom got because she was trying to get a blue check?
Yeah. And I was like, yo, I could just fucking put you in touch with Tedisco and he could do it.
Bro, your mom is a fucking clout chaser, dude. That explains so much about you, you know? People know what your mom does for a living? You want to just give some context?
She's an artist and like she was an artist in her like young life and then like stopped to like.
Or you never stopped being an artist, and you would know this if you were an artist, you know?
You're right. So she put it on hold for a little bit. And then when my brother and I were out the house, she like went to art school and like befriended all these fucking Bushwick mullet having motherfuckers. Seriously, she was like in these Bushwick streets.
Your mom was running with art hose.
Yeah, she was like at the McKibben Lofts and shit, like open studios in Schwick, bro.
Oh, dude, that's hilarious.
Yeah, like I would go to her like openings and it would just be like young ass smelly artists.
Did you think when you were going to the openings, did you get that it was like cool, or were you like?
Oh, I always thought it was cool. I mean, I always thought it was awesome that she was like doing this.
Why are these people sniffing salt in the corner? What with their keys? Why are they smelling their keys? I don't get it.
Yeah. There's somebody brought a horse and there's a lot of tranquilizer here for the horse.
Would your mom do the podcast?
No. She listens.
She's an avid listener.
Yeah. I think she listens while she's in the studio painting.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder what kind of work that we inspire.
Yeah, she's like, this is my throwing fits phase. It's all just like black fucking
exactly
big brush strokes. But
some depressing ass shit. Yeah.
She got hacked, but occasionally I'll have to block her if there's some like spicy content going up. But
prayers up to Mrs. Harris. Dude.
That's also why we're gonna talk about we're gonna talk about this because Jenna got fucking sniped on IG, but that's why I never like tag her or like post her or anything.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Well, that's like, that is the cross to bear of being a fucking, a public persona. You know, I don't know how else to fucking describe it. I mean, obviously, like, bitch, this is fame, not clout. Like, you and I are out here, like, the people in our personal lives they all have targets on their back, too, because of their proximity to greatness. You know?
It's true. But so before we get into putting family members in the crosshairs, getting gifts for jawnz enthusiasts, and throwing Fitz New Year's resolutions. Let's do a Zoom fit check. Also, we're doing this over Zoom so that I don't catch COVID and while my girlfriend is in town, give it to her.
Yeah. Do you like it? We were talking a bit earlier. I'm so split on these Zooms because one, it's like I forgot how easy it is to just walk one room over.
You're telling me,
and
you know how much
job?
I love, you know how much I love not having you here
sure.
and like moving all my shit, and you just piss all over my seats and my toilet seat and fucking playing the Beatles. Like, I love it. It's great.
I mean, it's definitely, I wonder, because it's been crazy to me how many podcasts, even though obviously we're apparently back in I feel like it's deja vu, right? All over again. I'm drinking fucking Pinot Noir on Zoom talking to you. But for a while there, when COVID was gone, people like that I would consider our peers stayed doing Zoom podcasts. And I never got that. And I still don't get it because podcasting is so much more electric in person. And I would think that would come through to the audience in terms of the final product, but maybe I'm wrong.
Some people just don't want to do the work, I guess. Yeah, I don't know.
That's true.
It's easy, but I definitely prefer the in-person just for, like the fucking intangibles. You know what I mean? Can't teach that shit.
Dude. All right. So Zoom fit check. We're back as if it was 2020. Why don't you lead us off, dog?
All right. On the feet, I'm wearing, I still got fitted, even though, it's a fucking work from home day.
Some people are watching this and they'll be able to tell.
I'm wearing these Tabio socks, this like Japanese like tennis sock company. I'm going to take it off because like the fucking, I think
it's a toe.
No, but it's like Tabio. I don't know. I'm showing feet on Maine, but it has like crazy fucking elastic up the arch and on the back, and this like grippy shit here.
Looks like an exoskeleton on the sock, dude.
It claims to have like a deodorizing fiber, so it gets rid of any foot stank.
Word?
Yeah, it's Japanese textiles are next level. Obviously, I was talking about this with Paulie, Wave of Thrones.
Yeah,
and we were just talking about like Japanese
Pauly
textiles. I think he put me onto these. I don't even know.
Wait, did you just got these?
No,
you had them?
I've had them, but
okay,
haven't been playing tennis.
They're like it's like a workout sock, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it.
South to West State pajama pants, the ones that I wore at our only live show of not only, but first live show of 2021. And Elton John World Tour tee. I think it's like 95, 96. When did Gianni Versace die? Because it says styled by Gianni Versace. Hold on.
Definitely in the 90s. Yeah.
Picked up this number from Chad from Street 90s, bro. The fucking homie.
Versace died July 15th, 1997.
Okay, so I think this is a 95, 96 tour.
Couple days after your 11th birthday.
Damn. Hates his hate. Shout out Chad, the mayor of Finelli. Street Rack is on hold, but great fucking dude. Always gems. And then I was kind of thinking about it, not to get like sentimental or anything, but I was like, I feel like this, because 2021, which is a wrap now, was the first year that Throwing Fits. It was our second year, but it was our first full year of like being outside.
Yeah.
I was just like, we made so many friends and like colleagues because we were like out here doing all this shit. Kevin from Mohawk, Jonah Weiner, not like a new friend, but like, got to hang out with him from Blackbird, Chad, multiple like dinners. All the fucking Goots, whatever, like all the homies. Sure. Brandon from Drake's, we like cemented that friendship. So I was just having a little sentimental moment kind of brought on by this very loud,
we also threw 1,000 parties, the pod that launched 1,000 parties. So that definitely has something to do with it.
Another homie, Nick from Small Talk. I met him at Drake's intramural event.
Oh, sick. Wait, he's based in New York?
Yeah.
Oh, dope.
I know he's listening to this. Make me some pants.
Really? Did you ask for certain motifs or what's the deal?
So the process is, and I'm pretty sure he's cool with me telling this. The process, he's like, just give me a stream of consciousness, like things you're into.
Oh, please read that list for me right now. Oh my God, this is going to be so fucking stupid.
Okay, hold on.
Wait, and real quick, while you find it, did you actually do stream of conscious, or did you spend a lot of time thinking about how this will relate to the final product of jawnz that you're going to presumably wear?
I do stream of consciousness because like I think that what he does is he doesn't take shit. Like I was looking at the stuff that he's done, and it's like not like it's not like very literal, and it's all like very pretty. So, oh God, this is.
Wait, hold on, real quick. Doesn't Bodhi do this too? If you get Bodhi made to measure, don't they do the same shit?
I don't know.
Whatever. Anyway, read the list. This is gonna be. Do not cap. Read the whole list straight up.
Chef, I need you to end the preview right now.
This is gonna be
okay.
Good.
Okay. Right. Zero cap. except for the cap that I'm wearing from Small Talk Studio. And I love this fucking hat, by the way. And there's like
that hat is
like all
so
the way around.
sick.
Yo, you know what I hope doesn't happen in 2022 is backward hats. I see motherfuckers trying to make backward hats a thing.
No way, hot dogging it?
Yeah, bro.
No
all right,
way.
Ready?
Yeah,
Ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, random things I'm into. NYC, water, butter/oil/fat, rock climbing, rap, Neil Young, dogs, shrimp, crab, oysters, sandwiches. It's pretty good, right?
I love you, but I hate you at the same time. Like, God damn, dude. Speaking of fucking, us being public personas, why does anybody think you're cool? What the fuck was that?
What would you say? What are you into? You're into movies. That's movies and weed. That's it.
Yeah. So, okay. Movies, weed, the Beatles, all the cool stuff, obviously.
John Lennon's giant ass crack.
It is really funny to me. And we'll talk about like our fucking best in class right at the buzzer, social media, courtesy of the boy Arkells. But it's funny to see how much of the audience, just like our podcast, is also split on the Beatles.
Yeah.
Like it's not even generational. Like there's Gen Z people that like the Beatles and there's Gen Z people that think the Beatles are crap.
You're either racist and you love them because you're just like, it's the last time white culture was like important and influential. Also, the fact that you're like, oh, who's more influential than the Beatles? Bro, come on. Are you kidding me?
No, I will not have this argument with
Chuck Berry, the inventor of rock and roll. How about that?
69th time. But I'm not saying that they are the end all be all. I will say though that pound for pound, they're definitely up there. I'm not trying to like deny anybody else.
No, it is funny that the Beatles are like divisive. You're welcome for me being so brave to finally call it out. And then rings sourced by maiden name. First time you can get a real close up, I guess. I need to get some more rings in 22.
Yeah, I guess the zoom is like superior in terms of like showing off specific jawnz because you're like right here.
I can't show off like my pants. Like
you could stand on those chairs. Oh, yeah. Well, you can't see. Those are the diamond dancing guys, and you can't really see. Yeah, that'd be good outro music. Diamonds dancing.
And then boxers are Hanes boxers that the elastic has gone real goofy, so they're actually terrible. I need to throw those out.
When do you have we talked about like what the process is of like when you know it's time to fucking toss? Because when the elastic breaks. Okay, so you really you ride it you drive it like it's stolen and then you toss it when when you crash it,
and then I drop it like it's hot. Yeah.
The you wouldn't know this because you're a grown man, not a cool teen like myself, but the Supreme Hanes, the tags are it's not like screen printed, it's like or iron on, I don't know. Anyway, at a certain point, that tag cracks and is like just scratches the area right above your fucking crack. What is that anatomically? The small of your back?
No, that on John Lennon, that's where his asshole is.
the middle of John Lennon's ass crack, which would be the top of John Legend's ass. Yeah, it scratches. So that's when I start tossing. I'm like, these are more trouble than they're worth. But
and
what are you drinking?
I'm drinking a big old Asahi.
Nice. Yeah, we'll say that. Well, I guess if we normally pod at this time, we are drinking. I was going to say like Zoom podding back in the day was always an excuse to start drinking early, even though everyone was drinking all day in the pandemic. But
that was, bro, I forgot, like, I don't know, just not nostalgia, but like, just thinking back
PTSD?
to like early Zoom, bro. Like,
yeah,
like the only place I spent my money was at the wine store. It's crazy.
Yeah. We've talked about it many a time, but some of those pods that we cut during the pandemic, like if you listen to the full thing, like we are fucking destroyed.
Yeah.
Trey Kirby pod for sure.
Jonah Weiner.
John Januzzi pod. There was some fucking damn, but that was like that. I guess that's over. That was 2 years ago. So I guess it's kind of weird that we're talking about it again.
Yeah. All right. What about you? What are you
okay. I am wearing Lusso Clouds in the crib. I have on fucking Entire World socks. Shout out Entire World, RIP. One of our fallen heroes of 2021. Stussy sweatpants. I am wearing a Bad Religion vintage t-shirt, a Marty cardigan, and I'm going no mode.
What you say, Marty?
Marty
Cardi?
Marty Cardi, and I'm going no mode on the dome, courtesy of, I don't know, no name shit from Amazon.com.
Yo, shout out Chung Gaze from Marnie, bro. I just made a big link.
Yeah, you were saying yesterday.
Chung Gaze. We're not going to give it away but if this thing
happens, if something crazy, so like if next year, 2022, we're putting the Fitties together, right? And something is on that list, like you could maybe take credit for it straight up.
Oh, I will.
You will. Oh, of course. We will. I mean, you will, and I will ride your coattails.
Yeah,
obviously. That will, fingers crossed, guys. You already know, fucking Throwing Fits, the only podcast that matters out here, not just advocating for ourselves, but advocating for you, the end consumer, the jawnz enthusiast, by fucking connecting dots wherever we can.
Bro, we don't gatekeep. We fucking keep gates.
Yeah, and then my underwear. I'm wearing Hill City underwear, another big rip, and then I'm drinking some I don't know, the Pinot Noir that I found in the fridge. I don't know.
Pull up.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Fit check, drink check complete. So today is the last day that voting is open on the Fitties.
Yes.
The Fitties are fucking fun as fuck. They literally, there's the traffic was so crazy that on day one, the Google form was like crashing for me.
Even on day two, bro, you and I were trying to like look at it in real time and it was like impossible.
Yeah. On day one, we got more votes than the entirety of the 2020 Fitties when we were but a wee pod. Still the only podcast that matters. I
don't want to flex too hard, but I threw out a number. What was it? Would have been last week, and that will come true for sure.
Yeah.
So make sure you vote if you haven't already. I mean, it's fucking cast. Make your voice heard. Run. Do not walk to the polls.
Yeah, we're gonna go through the full breakdown on January 7th, boys only episode. But it is really interesting. I think people are voting. Like, you can go about this two ways, right? You can vote as either like objectively, like who was the best, right, or who made the most waves, and then also like your personal favorite. And I think like we're seeing a split in a lot of these categories of how people are voting, whether they're voting with their hearts or with their minds.
Which way is more critical? Mind, right? Which would be what? Like just trying to divorce yourself and have to be as objective as possible.
Yeah, you could very easily make the argument incredibly easy. And like, I think the New York Times, Vanessa Friedman just did a thing on Balenciaga, how Balenciaga had the biggest year.
Yes, for sure.
If you think about all they did, they were absolutely like kind of leading the zeitgeist and the cultural shift and evolution, and leaning into like the metaverse, like collaborating, like their runway shows were crazy and kind of like mind-boggling. Obviously all the Ye stuff and Donda, but they're not getting a large percentage of the vote, which like, right, do our listeners or the Fitties voters like care about or wear Balenciaga? Like maybe just the puddle jumpers? I don't, or is that Bottega? That's Bottega.
That's Bottega. But what's really interesting to me, because you're right, it's so funny which categories the throw gang and the zeitgeist overlap. Like there's some very clear ones, and we're going to save all this for the 7th, but it is really funny to see when the throw gang votes with heart and when they kind of vote with mind or some combination of both. And I cannot wait for you and I to spend 2 hours breaking down the 30th place winner of sneaker of the year, on our way up. But this is, can we just say like it's important to vote because like right now, collaboration of the year, literally a 5-way toss up, which is crazy. But
yeah, there's
that many players.
Single digit, like 20 votes separating the winner or first place from third place.
Yeah, it's extremely tight. That's like the best example of democracy at work. I mean, I don't know. Trend of the year is also a lot of these too. Like my thing is this, right? Whether or not you win, placing in the top 3, I think is significant, especially considering the type of people that are voting. Very tasteful motherfuckers, pat yourself in the back right now if you're listening at home. And then obviously the amount of people. So it's kind of like quality and quantity. So the top 3 for any of these categories is a big deal, and they are very tight. Most of these.
Yeah. It's
so don't fucking sleep, fam.
Last day to vote, the Fitties.
Is it closing at midnight on Friday?
Yeah, or just like whenever you wake up Saturday morning.
Damn, bro. Okay.
Christmas Day.
Yeah, dude. The Fitties, the gift that keeps on giving. In terms of me and you just getting 3 weeks worth of our job out of the way with one award show, basically.
Are we gonna make Robbie do a Fit Check Friday on Christmas? Is Christmas on a Friday?
Oh,
Christmas Eve.
No,
is
Christmas
Friday.
is
okay, no.
Christmas Eve. And yeah,
he's definitely doing it.
I feel like if you're a jawnz enthusiast and it's Christmas Eve and you're with your family or whatever.
No, you're going to get all these motherfuckers like flexing
good
on
boy
their hometowns.
Mode. Yeah, or like turbo good boy mode, which is like, tastefully done, with standards.
Christmas hometown PJs, or you're like the only motherfucker at the hometown bar wearing Rick.
Jesus Christ, vamp life. Shout out all the vamps. Shout out all the vamps who had the fucking trek back home, dude.
Yeah.
Stay. Keep your heads up, King.
I will not be getting a fit off for Christmas. Well, I will because I get a fit off every day. Peep the TikTok fit checks. But I will not be getting a fit off with my family because I have personally made the very honestly tough decision to not do any family shit.
You're a hero.
On Christmas Eve or Christmas because my girlfriend is coming into town and I'm trying to minimize all risk. And we have a whole week ahead of us in the heat of Omicron.
You chose your girlfriend over your family. Smart. Your girlfriend is the family you choose.
Preem, bro. Pussy rules everything around me.
Who says that?
Cream. Coochie rules everything around me.
Yeah, that was okay. There you go. Can we do that for the title? I can't wait for your girlfriend. Can't wait for your girlfriend to hear this.
Coochie rules everything around me as a title. Yeah, sure.
So you didn't do it to be like a good guy and protect like old members of your family. You're just like, I need to get laid. Fuck everybody else. I'm gonna stay inside until she touches down, and then game on for the party.
Well, I've been in pure lockdown mode. I've only left to like go to buy food, like grocery shopping, to try and like minimize all shit. Cause like New York was fucking crazy for a second there. I don't know.
What have you been up to? What have you been doing?
The last thing I did was watch Spider-Man, which we talked about in theaters.
Oh, sick.
Mask on the whole time.
Yeah, but that's not. Yeah, but you still left.
You know what's funny though? Seeing a movie is ostensibly safer than flying because there's a fucking vaccine mandate in theaters, not on flights.
True. That's actually very funny you say that. And also, if you see like a matinee, like I went to Spider-Man, there might have been like 30 people in the theater. That's not crazy. That's not a fucking packed flight going to fucking Cleveland for Christmas, you know?
Yeah. What I've been doing, I've been working out. My trainer is home. So I like did like a simulation of one of his workouts and I'm feeling like shit. It's one of those times where one of those days where I can't really walk. I did a little Secret Santa Zoom hang yesterday, which is fucking awesome. But Zoom hangs, not the move. I don't know what I mean. Oh, I made a fucking TikTok recipe, bro. I don't know. I've just been working, trying to untangle our accounting snafus.
Oh, well, they're not snafus. It's just I believe that we're doing a transition of power in terms of our accounting. So we just need to fucking get everything aligned.
Exactly.
But you are spearheading that. I will say I have texted you a few times, not even like that early, like if I text you at 11, you're like, yo, I'm just getting back in the gym. You've made me feel a little self-conscious because all I have been doing is eating like complete shit and trying to watch 3 movies a day and smoking a lot of weed.
Are you really hitting 3 movies a day?
I didn't yesterday.
Oh, good job.
And honestly, it's tough to hit 3 movies a day when one of those movies is you're going all the way to the theater. So on Spider-Man, on Spider-Man Day, I watched 3. Damn. I did.
Are you serious?
I did Spider-Man No Way Dome. I did I watched the second Venom movie, which I'd never seen, as my little like, Sony Marvel shared universe. Because, well, also, are we gonna do spoilers for any of these movies? Do I need to like fucking
before we get into we'll talk Spider-Man Matrix now before getting into whining and dining across the city or you teaching me how to be romantic. But yeah, let's talk about Spider-Man and Matrix.
But did you stay to the post-credit scene of Spider-Man?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so I did my Venom.
Not both the pre-credit and the post-credit.
Oh, I missed one. There's a Wait a second.
Okay, spoilers. Skip ahead. I don't know. Like
I saw Tom Hardy in Mexico.
Yeah,
which is pointless. Well, I guess.
Well, no, because
the symbiote that they leave behind. Yeah, okay.
And you know who the bartender is? You should know this as a fucking simp for Ted Lasso. He's like the guy,
Danny Rojas.
So he's going to be the new Venom.
Oh, because he's going to get infected at the bar.
He's an actual star, right? He's an actual movie. He's not like a random cameo.
He's good on Ted Lasso. Sure.
Yeah. So he's going to be like the MCU Venom.
Damn. I mean, I'd rather it be Tom Hardy. Okay. And then what was the other one? What did I miss? What was the second one?
It was Doctor Strange, which is like the movie's coming out in a few months. But also it was it wasn't a scene. You know how most of the time it's a scene? This was like a trailer. It was like a trailer and then a very short scene and then like another kind of trailer where it's just like fast cuts and shots of like him and Elizabeth Olsen, whatever her character is.
Elizabeth Olsen is Scarlet Witch.
She's WandaVision.
Yeah. I hate Doctor Strange, bro. The dude has an attitude problem. I'm not a fan. I don't get the appeal whatsoever.
Gets no pussy.
Gets 0 pussy, despite Strange being in his name. Fuck.
That's why.
And then my third movie because I was Eyes Wide Shut. Which can I just say real quick? I hate all Christmas movies. My wife is always trying to watch Christmas movies. I'm not a fan. I like movies that maybe take place during Christmas, but are about something else. Hence Eyes Wide Shut, or movies that just take place when it's fucking frigid or there's snow, like Wind River, or Inside Llewyn Davis or something like that. So that's like what I like to watch during the holidays. That
You
just
should
want
watch
to get it off my chest.
You should watch The Alpinist, which is what Drake was watching
Well,
the other
that's
day.
a documentary.
Yeah, but it's about a guy that climbs snow and it's fucking. So Aaron Levine, recommended it to me, and we went on kind of like we were having a combo just like climbing movies and like Jimmy Chin. I don't know if you know who Jimmy Chin is, but he's basically he won like the Oscar for Free Solo.
He's the director.
He was the director, but he started a production company that is clearly just making these like banger or getting involved with these like banger climbing, mountain climbing and rock climbing documentaries. What else? Oh, there's 14 Peaks, which is about this Nepali guy that decided to climb all 14 mountains that are over like the 14 tallest mountains in the world that are over like a certain height.
So including Everest and like K2 or not? Okay,
yeah. So they're all in like Nepal, China, and Pakistan.
And he did these in consecutive months or whatever.
The previous guy that had done this, it took him 16 years.
What?
This guy did it in 7 months. Like he literally went up Everest, came down, and then went up a fucking another mountain the next day.
Is that the move? You start with the biggest first, and then you go, and then you work your way down versus working your way up. Probably because it was.
Well, he did Nepal. He did Nepal, and then he did Pakistan, and he did China because China you need like crazy documents and applications and visas to get into.
You forget that Pakistan because you think about the Middle East desert, but fucking right there.
I guess Pakistan is where. I was at a movie. I was at a screening of Meru, which came out before like Free Solo and everything. Jimmy Chin, I think, was in it. This was
Jimmy Chin guys fucking everywhere, bro.
Yeah, this was shortly after the theater shooting in Aurora, where the guy was like inspired by fucking Joker or whatever.
Yeah, I remember.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
and we were watching the movie, and there's a scene that's so intense that all of a sudden I'm in the mezzanine. It's at Sundance. I'm in the mezzanine with like 2 or 3 friends, and there's like a commotion in the crowd below. And this is like weeks after the Aurora shooting. So we're like, yo, what? Turns out
was the deal?
The scene was so intense that this old guy passed out.
Oh shit. He had like a heart attack in the theater?
He just passed out. But they were like, they stopped the movie. The lights came up. People were like screaming. It was fucking nuts. And then we like resumed the movie.
Bro, if you're going to get fucking got in a movie, I would hope it's not a fucking documentary, bro. Yeah. Boring. God damn.
Yeah, Drake is now watching climbing docs.
What was so intense about the scene? It was a climbing scene, or what's Meru about?
Meru, so they're climbing a mountain in I think Pakistan, and it's one of like the hardest mountains to climb. It's not the tallest, but it's just like so intense. Like the weather's so unpredictable. It's really hard to get like Everest is like there's a whole cottage industry on Everest, right? There's like there's fucking like nightclubs at the base and shit, Oh, also
what?
Dude, the guy
like Aspen?
The fuck? Yeah. Yo, is there a worse hell? You know what the 7th circle of hell is? Is a fucking press trip to Aspen. Just like seeing like.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that because a bunch of people that I'm following right now are absolutely on their après ski shit, and nothing to me. I mean, I guess it would be fun. I mean, I don't do winter sports, right? So I'll just be drinking and partying. But like, I don't know. I don't view that as a flex necessarily.
I would love to go skiing.
I'll leave it at
that. I know that we were talking to Dom about like going to Jackson Hole. That's Arc'teryx. Like that'd be. I'd love to go with you. It'd be a lot of fun.
It would be so much fun. That's kind of like a low key, not a subplot in Wind River, but that takes place in Wyoming. It's about a murder. Jeremy Renner and Elizabeth Olsen, and there is a murder that they're trying to solve on a Native American reservation. And one of the kind of subplots in the movie is that like, well, obviously the reservation is basically, those are fucking like Jewish ghettos, like in the fucking World War II and the Holocaust, but like in the United States of America, not to get on my fucking soapbox shit. But one of the things they talk about in the movie is that like, the ex-wife is maybe moving to Jackson, and it's like, oh yeah, going up into the big city with all the rich folk and like, Jackson Hole or whatever.
Yeah.
But damn. Okay. Nice little full circle moment.
What were we talking about? Yeah.
What were we talking about?
Fort Tamise.
Climbing movies.
The guy climbed one of the 14 tallest mountains in the world. Him and his team were hungover.
What?
And they climbed the fucking
from
mountain.
Partying at the club?
So there's not like actually a nightclub like at the bottom of Mount Everest, but like they do like there's a whole
an ice bar.
Nice. Yeah, they were hungover because they were partying in like Kathmandu and then just like went up and climbed the mountain. It's fucking.
But so the documentary is about that guy who seems like a cool guy.
It's about him and his team, and yeah, them doing it in 7 months.
How are the fits?
Oh, bro, they're wearing Arc'teryx head to toe.
Sick.
Like the craziest shit. You know, like obviously like fucking boots with like, you know, ice picks and crimp-ons and whatever, but like they're wearing arc. Like the dead bird is very well represented throughout this flick.
Your viral meme of you taking all the layers off, which by the way, fucking, you know, honestly should be nominated for a fucking Oscar. Maybe a Shorty Award or whatever the fuck. But that's like what those guys, you do all layers, right? Like that's the thing. You got your shell, and then under your shell, you got your fucking insulated layer, and then under that, you got whatever, right? It's like that whole vibe.
I mean, it's just they're fucking suited and booted, and then like they go up the mountain, they come down, they're fucking dead tired, and they find like a stranded hiker on the mountain, and they go back up the mountain to like save this guy. It's fucking crazy.
And they just have footage of that.
Yeah.
All right, maybe I'll tap in the Alpinist. What streaming?
That's 14. That's 14 Peaks. The Alpinist is about this one dude that does get a lot of arc fits off, Gorpy fits off. He just climbs. I haven't finished it, but it's what Drake was watching. He is like doing insane fucking shit where he's climbing up like frozen waterfalls, but mixing, like he's climbing both rock and ice, which is not
so he's right
traditional or like kosher.
He's right. It's like when Tony Hawk can skate both vert and street, you know, like that. Riley, like Riley Hawk, who you've been obsessed with, right? What is that all about? Why are you like on your Riley Hawk shit? That's so weird. People don't know this.
Chuck sent a photo of Tony and Riley, and I was like, "Yo, Riley actually like rips."
But you were in the Cord talking about it too. Like you're like a standing Riley Hawk, bro.
He's like hot and like cool and just like covered in tattoos and like is a good, he like wears fucking hard bottom shit. I just remember that Narc Dad was like, yo, Riley fucking rips.
Is it too late to hit up Nick from Small Talk and add a Riley Hawk portrait to your pants? Can we make that happen? Okay. So what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about Spider-Man real quick or no? Yeah. Movies.
We just talked about it, no?
Did we? Oh. Well, okay. I want to make a point. Did you watch The Matrix too?
I'm 45 minutes into it. I've heard that what I've heard, and you can spoil it. I don't give a fuck. What I've heard is that it is more watchable than Matrix 3, but on par with Matrix 2, which is like kind of the best you can hope for at this point, right?
Yeah, totally. I absolutely agree with that. I rate it above. So if there's 4 Matrix movies now, this is the second to worst one, which like you could either do the glass half full take because the original trilogy, which while the first one is fucking awesome and seminal, and you could even argue like the trilogy front to back is seminal and how influential it was culturally. But like the fact that each one of those movies like degrades quality wise at an exponential level, the fact that this is
falls off a cliff.
Right. The fact that this is like a tick in the right direction, like maybe is people rating it like more highly than it really should in a vacuum. It is big, dumb, and fun, much like Spider-Man, and just kind of proves to me that, you know, as a cynical cinephile, like reusing IP, like I really have no interest. Like if I had paid money to see The Matrix in theaters, it definitely would have been more fun. Like that was the best part about Spider-Man, right? Is all of the fan service that you get to experience in person, right?
I guess we're still giving away spoilers. When Andrew Garfield shows up, people like in the theater, like they were mad. So I saw it on like a Sunday or Saturday day, and they're like mad, like teenagers in there.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, fuck.
Because that's their Spider-Man, is what you're saying.
Or well, they're just like when it became the metaverse, right? They're just like, oh shit, like the fucking Spider-Man when it became Spider-Men.
Right. Do you rate I rate Andrew Garfield above Tobey Maguire. Personally.
Oh, fucking absolutely, bro.
Tobey Maguire is terrible.
Ass. Yeah. Also, he looks like shit. He's just been fucking playing poker and getting pussy for the last 20 years or whatever.
Yeah, that's right. Shout out to fucking he's the fucking he's the vice president of the Pussy Posse. That counts for something.
The first Tobey Maguire movie was filmed before 9/11.
So was it in 2000 or 99? I don't know.
They were filming it in I think 2000 or 2001, and there was a scene with the Twin Towers that they had to cut.
Oh, damn.
It came out after 9/11, but it was filming before 9/11. That's how fucking long it was, literally 20 years ago.
But that's our Spider-Man. When you were talking about teenagers in the theaters, I was like, oh, they're from like the Andrew Garfield generation. But I'm like, no, they're not. Those are Tom Holland people, clearly, if they're teenagers.
I think it's Tom Holland, a close Andrew Garfield, and then a distant Tobey Maguire.
Yeah. And Garfield, I feel like, doesn't get his due. Because his shit was like straight up. Who knows how many they plan on doing, but they're like, and we're done. My problem is the villains are all really bad for Andrew Garfield. Like he got no love, bro. Like they didn't give him the
Oh,
adversary.
like Jamie Foxx, like
necessary.
Electro. Yeah,
Yeah, and if you and that they make a joke about that, but the Electro that existed in the movies was like a no pussy getting nerd versus like
Yo, so
cool guy shaped up, fucking spray painted hair.
Yeah, Jamie Foxx is definitely like, yo, if I'm coming back for this big old bag, like I have to look good.
He like good, like veneers and no glasses and a Carlos Boozer hairline.
I did almost cry when Andrew Garfield saved Zendaya.
The redemption,
because I just watched
Zendaya. Okay,
yeah, I just learned this. I just watched the preceding weekend. I'd watched Tobey Maguire 1 and most of Andrew Garfield 1 and 2, and including the one where he fucking murders Emma Stone, which is like I was watching with my nerd comic friend, and he was like, yo, this is like a huge moment in the comics when Spider-Man kills what's her name?
Not supposed he doesn't kill her. He just can't save her. That's
but like he breaks her back by trying to save her. And then when he
really, that's what happens in the comics, like on some Bane Batman shit. He breaks her back.
He breaks her neck. No, he breaks her neck when he webs her and like saves her from hitting the ground. It snaps her neck.
He blew her neck out, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking no way dome, bro.
Yeah, that neck was too good. Neck was hidden.
But to reverse a fucking million points ago. So okay, seeing it in theaters was fun and definitely made me like all the fan service meme shit better for Spider-Man. Matrix, if I had seen it in theaters, I think it would have been better because there's a lot of those same moments. But that movie is so bad that I'm happy that I just watched it on HBO. Even though I think I would have liked it better, I still would have been pissed that I paid.
Were you one of those motherfuckers when you were, so we would have been what, like 15, 14? Were you one of those motherfuckers that like, you're like, yo, is the Matrix real?
Oh no, I don't know about that. I definitely fucked with it. To the point where, like, did you ever see Equilibrium with Christian Bale, the fake Matrix that came out afterwards?
Probably not.
It was like a whole, I think it was just like a cool guy genre. I just remember being like, oh, so this is what our movies are about. Like, not, you know,
that's not what you thought. That's a fucking lie.
What are you talking about? Like,
what was the first
our
movies are about?
No, R-rated movies.
R-rated.
Okay. Yeah, no, excuse me. What was like the first, like, do you remember your first PG-13 movie?
No, I remember watching Fight Club with my mom. We like rented it and we're watching it, and she like fast forwarded through like the scene where what's her name is just like getting fucking railed.
I haven't been fucked like this since grade school, I believe is the fucking line. Yeah. Because as a city kid, I would expect you to use what? You blasted darts at 7 years old, right? You started smoking weed at 14, 12. And then, of course, you would have seen an R movie as like a fucking, infant.
I don't remember what my first R-rated movie was. We used to sneak into movies all the time. There's a theater right by Ground Zero, actually, where nobody went to. And it was it was like part of like a big like building complex where we would just like get high, get Chinese food. And then just like there was a door that was always open. You sneak into the theaters. Or you buy one ticket and then you open the door and you let all your homies in.
Right, of course.
Cost. I don't remember what the first R-rated movie was. I remember seeing... It was Matrix 2 or Matrix 3, and we had do you remember when AOL used to pass out like the CDs?
Yeah, of course.
And you could just like we were the only ones in the theater, and we were just flinging them at the movie screen like fucking frisbees, and it was pretty fire. Like we were very high and just like flinging these AOL CDs at the movie screen and like hitting the screen, and it would like ripple.
Wait, did anyone like you didn't get kicked out?
No, there's no one else there.
You were alone.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Okay.
But it was one of the Matrixes. And then also I remember after seeing the first Matrix, I was one of those kids, one of those fucking spazzes where I'd run at like the padded wall in the gymnasium and run across the wall.
Yeah.
I could do like 4 or 5 steps.
Get the fuck out of here. No, you can do 4 or 5 steps.
In the corner.
I don't believe that at all.
It was a mat though. It was like a mat.
No,
so very grippy.
I know, bro. I was there. I was doing the same shit, but you didn't get 4 or 5 steps. I don't know.
I used to be athletic.
2 or 3.
2 or 3.
The first PG-13 movie I ever saw on VHS, I remember, was Ferris Bueller's Day Off, but this was way after the movie had come out. And then the first PG-13 movie in theaters was maybe Jurassic Park. And then the first R movie in theaters was Gladiator. So I think I would have seen Matrix later on video or whatever. When did DVDs come out?
I don't fucking know. You know what? Okay, my first PG-13, maybe R movie that I remember seeing at like a sleepover with like the bad kid. Peter,
that kid
was Face Off.
Oh my god, bro.
Yeah,
hell yeah, dude. Fucking favorite. That's 97. Was it?
Yeah.
Was that was the
So
release?
it
That
would have been 10 or 11.
What kind of snacks did Peter have? Do you remember?
It was my first time ever having Dippin' Dots. But you know what we did?
He had Dippin' Dots at the crib?
No, we went to his parents' like weekend home, like somewhere upstate or some shit, or Pennsylvania. I don't know. We went to the mall. We got Dippin' Dots and fucking VHS of Face Off. And what we did with the Dippin' Dots was we had like these like not BB guns, but guns that shot like little pellets, not like serious ones. And we would
shoot Dippin' Dots into each other's mouth. That is
not into each other's mouth.
Dude.
No, not into each other's mouths, bro. But it was fire because like they were frozen enough where they would actually shoot, but when they hit you, they would like explode. Damn. So it was actually
and you're telling me you did not shoot them into each other's mouths?
No, because like they're going fast, like too fast to swallow. Pause.
You would like choke.
Yeah.
You shot a Dippin' Dot into Peter's mouth.
Yo, if that's how you die, you fucking deserve to go out.
I'm hitting the cap button on on your steps on the padded wall, and then the fact
4 to 5, bro. I swear to God,
you and Peter did not share a homoerotic experience with Dippin' Dots.
It was me, Peter, and Bryant. We watched Face Off, and we're just like, yo, that girl's so hot.
Boys. I wonder what those guys are up to. Maybe they have a podcast, dude. Maybe they're talking about this from their point of view. Which
Peter's definitely dead or in jail.
What? He was that bad?
He was a fucking bad kid. And then Bryant, I think, is an artist in New York, like my mom.
Oh wow. Well,
maybe my mom to a studio.
Hopefully, we can find him on Instagram, and his Instagram is not hacked. My final points about the Matrix. One is the fits are really, really bad. There's like it's like,
bro, when you first see Morpheus, I thought it was a joke. When he's in his fucking little yellow like
leisure suit Morpheus, he sucks.
Yeah,
it's terrible.
Because the OG fits were hard.
I think that's the problem. It's like trying to live up to the legacy where the costume design is so iconic, but we've seen 20 years of this look already. So it's like, it just doesn't work. And Keanu, bro, I love Keanu. He is
bad actor.
He didn't seem like he was into it at all.
I mean, the reason why he was a good Neo in the original, I don't know. I can't speak for 2 or 3 because really the only thing I remember about 2 is the highway scene, the freeway fight, which is fire
with the twins.
No, when fucking
but that's what
he's on the roof. When he's on the roof of the truck.
Yeah, the 2 white guys that look are twins. They've white dreads.
Half the Beatles.
Yeah, sure.
But yes, the reason why he was a good Neo is that he is so like stony and like
detached,
like very like awkward, almost very autistic, even very spectrumy, very
sure.
And
which works as John Wick. I don't know why it's not
John Wick works as Neo, where he's like, well,
not anymore. Yeah,
I know kung fu,
right?
But when he's like trying to have some depth in at least the first 45 minutes, where he's like, what am I doing? It's all in my mind. Like, no.
Are you going to finish it?
Yeah, I'll probably finish it tonight.
It is. And there's some fun action. And like, I don't even know like how you live up to the fucking legacy of the original trilogy. But I think this movie, well, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's a troll, if it's trying to be smart, if it's trying to be funny. The tone is crazy. I think Fraser referenced that in his Letterboxd review. Shout out Fraser Tharp, resident TF fucking movie and television critic. But I just, it didn't
his job.
I know it just didn't fucking hit for me. And I get, and they references in the movie were like clearly like they were gonna make the Matrix with or without the Wachowski sisters, and like they wanted to be involved versus like just like seeing what happens. But the whole idea of the Matrix existing within the Matrix with like in this world with the video game, I'm like, this sucks. Yeah. Like we need new IP. Like this is bad. In my opinion, I don't know. I was not into it at all.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna finish it because I only have 2-3 more days to be a bachelor piece of shit.
Sure.
Before my GF touches down.
What do we call him? Grease gremlin.
Grease goblin.
Grease goblin. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch all the terrible movies that are hitting streaming because I have to then spend a week. Not because, but I will then spend a week on my good boy romance shit, which in a time of Omicron, we have like mad reservations and stuff, but nothing else really planned.
Is that the agenda is to eat and drink really well? That's the plan.
And fuck.
Right. That's the plan.
And like hang out and like
animalistic instincts only.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Sorry, you were saying.
My question for you,
Yeah.
as the relationship guy
Mhm.
in the only podcast that matters, what's some romantic shit I should be doing in the greatest city in the world? Because like I love New York. I've lived here my whole life except for college, and 1 year after college, but I've never really kind of like taken advantage of or experienced like the romantic side. And you talk about like Christmas movies, like I feel like winter New York movies is a whole fucking genre of winter New York like romance movies.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, man, one, I'm the wrong guy to ask, unfortunately.
You don't strike me as romantic.
No, and I'm not. But I do have some insight. And then the second thing I'll tell you is like, well, you didn't do yourself any fucking favors, bro, because you are talking about fucking Christmas magic, the birth of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. We're talking about winter wonderland romance. The bar is very high. This is New York. This is the city of lights, the city of romance, you know,
angels.
The city of angels, the windy city, especially, you know, in this time of year, fucking wind chill. You did yourself no favors. What I will tell you is this.
Should I be going to a fucking like Wallman's rink and shit? Like,
I mean, yo, do you like this sucks? Like, this sucks to say. And I hate that I'm going to be that guy. Like, did you make reservations to go ice skating?
No. Do you need to?
Yeah, bro. You know how fucking well, I mean, that's an outdoor activity. First of all, yes, you do need reservations, I believe. Outdoor activity in a time of COVID, like this time of year, like you should look into that. Getting a fucking time slot at like you're gonna take her to Rockefeller Center.
So I had to do like the touristy shit. Like I had to go see the tree.
When's the last time she was in New York?
A few years ago. She's like spent time here.
And has she ever spent time here during the most wonderful time of the year?
No. Isn't that song about rape?
No, that's simply having a wonderful Christmas rape. That's
no. There's a song.
I know you're talking. Well, you're talking about.
Well, the weather really outside
is.
No, it's like, well, the weather outside is something.
No, that's
let it snow. Yeah, let it snow is a bro. Let it
snow.
snow.
No, the Christmas song about rape is I really can't stay. Baby, it's cold outside.
You're right.
You really should stay. I'm gonna rape you. You know that one.
It is it's been quoted as a date rape anthem.
Yeah, 100%.
Date rapists have,
dude, it's easily top 5 dead or alive date rape song. There's no question at all. Anyway, so back
here's a tweet. Here's a tweet that from 2017. If you don't believe that rape culture has been normalized in our society, take another listen to the lyrics of the holiday classic, Baby, It's Cold Outside. It's up to us to make a change. Have no doubt. # stay woke.
Wow, dude. You never know, man, until you really fucking dig into it, man. Rape culture. It's all around us. Okay, to your point about romantic activities, I think there's a lot of things that are on like the can't miss list, and we already kind of went through some of that you just have to do, whether or not they're touristy. But my one piece of advice to you as a non-romantic guy, but who has a little bit more experience in this area than you, what I would say is that romance in and you were talking about Christmas movies and all this, I think people think about romance even during the holidays as these huge grand gestures. I mean, like, giving a fucking car as a gift with a bow on the hood.
Oh, like a Lexus December to remember?
Yeah, exactly.
It's all buy her a fucking Lexus.
Forget about even fucking rape culture. Fucking the culture that we live in of grand romantic gestures. I think that you are missing the forest for the trees. If
raping my pockets, bro.
Yeah. What I would say is that, again, this is just my point of view, as a married man during this time of year. It should be an extra reminder to be as thoughtful as possible.
Okay.
It doesn't need to be with material goods. It doesn't need to be with, big grand gestures and touristy attractions and things like that. Some of that stuff can't hurt depending on the person, but
all right,
the thoughtfulness needs to be turned up to 11.
I need some actual tangibles here. When was the last time? When was the last time? No, that was great. Thank you. The bromance lives on. When was the last time you did a big romantic gesture, and what was it?
I'm not the grand romantic gesture type, but I like to do.
It's too expensive.
Phil, that's fucking. Hey, listen, you said it, not me, buddy. No, I think it's about the little things that show someone that you're thinking about them. Now, obviously, you're not.
This is a great question. Actually, this is a great question to ask Jenna when she comes on the pod, which will be mid-January. That episode is dropping.
No, absolutely. And what I would tell you is we had an experience just the other night, just 2 nights ago, I guess, because if you're hearing this on Friday, we're trying to do.
Oh, you and her.
Myself and Jenna, we're trying to do, and not that this is like a romantic thing, but trying to do like the big, obvious, you could even say touristy thing kind of like backfired, and we had a terrible time. We went to Bemelmans and it was a fucking disaster.
Which was on my list of like things to do. It's like,
are you still gonna go?
Probably not, because I feel like if we were gonna do like a well, I want to hear about your experience but I've read that it's just fucking flooded with like Gen Z brats and all these motherfuckers that like are hitting up these like classic New York institutions like Balthazar people that will go there and order the seafood tower, just like post the seafood tower, which like guilty, but like
I can't speak to the brat invasion. And I think like
you went on a Monday or a Tuesday?
The Tuesday night. So let's just back up for a second. Bemelmans is the bar at the Carlisle Hotel, which is an iconic New York institution in terms of hospitality, and they the whole hotel is decked out.
The illustrator, the walls are illustrated. The wallpaper is illustrated by the guy that did where the wild things are, or who?
Who's that? That's what's his face? Fucking who?
I'll
Shel Silverstein?
No, bro. Where the wild things are is I don't fucking know. Hannah Cecil Gurney.
Well, that's nobody. I just know there's a movie.
Fucking know.
Oh wait, I thought you were. We got if we're on Zoom, we could.
Ludwig Bemelman. There we go.
No, who did Where the Wild Things Are?
I don't know.
Maurice Sendak. Come on.
He didn't illustrate it though, I don't think.
Oh, whatever, bro. Who cares? Anyway, the point is that it is a New York institution. They have fucking live jazz or live piano, right? Illustrated walls, and it's just very much a vibe.
Okay, sorry. He did Ludwig Bemelman, illustrated wallpaper. He was the illustrator of Madeleine.
Oh,
the children's French or French books or German books.
The French bitch. Yeah. Who cares? Anyway,
Danny DeVito.
We went there. We did this,
which is a very like classic romantic
100%.
place. I think Giuliani goes there and drinks like 4 Bloody Marys every morning.
Oh, really?
No, sorry. He goes to the Pierre.
Yeah,
Carlisle.
I mean, there's all these kind of uptown hotels that are iconic. Obviously, the Plaza is the most fucking obvious one. Shout out Home Alone 2, and our actual real president, Donald Trump.
Great Christmas flick. Home Alone and Home Alone 2.
Yeah, but so that's my point, bro. Those are great movies, but I would rather watch a movie for adults than a baby movie just because it's Christmas themed. That's my point.
Home Alone and Home Alone 2 are fire, as is A Christmas Story. Those are my favorite.
And Big Drip. And the Wet Bandits had Big Drip. Honestly, bigger drip than any fucking fit in the Matrix. By the way,
just Teddy Sanchez's every reference comes from Home Alone 2, I believe.
Yeah, I believe that meme
from the
has
Wet Bandits.
Been done thus. Anyway, so we go to Bemelmans, and we had tried to go with our friends the other week, and it was a crazy long line, and it gets complicated trying to figure out like when to time it based on like hearing live music, but also not having to wait in line. So Jenna and I went back. We trekked up there. And it just was we had a terrible experience. Our server wasn't awesome. Apparently, which they didn't mention to us. You only get like 90 minutes there before they fucking kick you out so they can get somebody else in there. But
I was following along on Jenna's
people around us.
I was following along on Jenna's IG story. So you guys weren't getting served at all?
No, it was tough. I think and they were doing the thing where like they were maximized in terms of fucking capacity. Like, and obviously, yes, whatever, it felt like safe. I'm not trying to like shit on Bemelmans as like some fucking super spreader thing, but
just trying to shit on the server. Just
yes,
short staff.
Just absolutely the service industry fucking asshole who was not doing his job. No, it was a bad experience.
Probably had to wait that morning like 4 hours to get a test just to come to work a 12-hour shift. Just fucking serve assholes like you with your fucking scarf over your coat.
Yeah. It was very much a bourgeoisie versus proletariat situation. But no, anyway, the service was bad enough where like it ultimately ruined the entire fucking vibe, the entire hour and a half that we were there. And yes, Jenna complained publicly about it. And actually the most interesting thing that came out of this experience was that a member of the Throw Gang actually like hit her up to talk shit on Instagram, which you really don't see. I think he said something along the lines of, and I'm saying this like I don't like, she hasn't been talking to me about this like for the past 2 days.
Did she kind of love it?
Well, I think that she loves. Well, I don't want to say the wrong thing that opens up the floodgates, but I think she does enjoy when the Throw Gang interacts with her and then like treats her. And it's not even like treats her with respect because she's my wife. She's like what you would just treat another human with, like whether it's online or not, just human decency. And so this guy said something to her about like her always complaining, and she responded back to him. And I think that normally when this has happened in the past, people send that first shot or that first chirp, not expecting to hear anything, right? Like I'm never going to get a message back. Yeah. And then when they do, because not just you and I, but everyone we know, we are men and women of the people that live to serve, because we're such fucking humble geniuses and servants of the culture that you should expect nothing less. But this guy then doubled down and was mean again back to her, which I don't think she had ever experienced before. Normally the person retracts. So it's now I don't even know where we're at in the whole thing. But
was it Ludwig Bemelman himself that was fucking pissed?
It might have been a fucking burner account for some employee of Bemelmans. No, I think it's just some guy that like was like, hey, you ever think about not fucking complaining all the time, lady? And it's like, well, the service, listen, I was there, man. And you could take my word for it. The service was dog shit, man.
All right, one of the main reasons you moved to New York is that it is the best complainer city in the world.
It's what we do.
Everyone in the Midwest just like count your blessings. It's like, no, like complaining.
Suck my dick.
Exactly. 2, I do think that these like classic New York institutions, pretty much for the most part, it is you're literally there for the social media vibes. You're not there like Balthazar, right? You're not there for the food. The food at Balthazar fucking sucks. Yeah. You're there to post a IG story of this bar statue's titties and keep it moving.
Sure.
Like the food is fucking mids. Bemelmans, like
service apparently mids too, right? I mean, I'm with you. So
at Balthazar?
Yes. No, at Bemelmans. I'm just saying, like, the drinks at Bemelmans aren't amazing. You get like some good snacks and whatever. I went to Grand Central. I went to Grand Central like Oyster Bar or whatever. Another blasting institution. Fucking suck. And like obviously part of this is just like labor shortages and like the stress of like the holidays and COVID, working in a restaurant, like obviously God bless everybody that's working in the service industry and hospitality industry right now. But these places, for the most part, are just like a superficial experience that if you dig any deeper, if you care about the food or care about the drinks or care about like anything beyond just like what shows up on IG, you wouldn't be there in the first place. Yeah.
Which is like, whatever. Like the fetishization of like classic New York institutions is this like interesting and fun kind of like COVID related development where like I do still want to go to Bemelmans and fucking flick up with the wallpaper and like dress all fancy and whatever. Get a fit off and wear a fucking blazer or whatever, but or a shirt, but like with the collar,
you would look good as fuck being like, because there's not like these kind of places are so New York and so ingrained in the city that like someone coming in from out of town would be like impressed, and you would look like a cool, like, oh, New York City kid tour guide, like that's my man, like he knows his shit, right? Like I get it, right?
Yeah, but then it's just like you probably would have had a infinitely better time at like Bernie's, right?
Oh,
like going to Bernie's and like getting fucked up there,
and it would be fucking cheaper too, because all these places we've talked with, the one thing we haven't mentioned is they are all ridiculously overpriced.
How much was a martini? How much was a martini at Bemelmans?
We might have I think I had 2 martinis. Jenna had 1 martini and maybe 1 sparkling rosé, and the check was $120. Like, it fucking,
it's like $30 per drink, bro.
Yeah, I mean it is that expensive, and I don't regret it. Though we tried to salvage the night by going to a restaurant that I actually like, and I don't want to call out by name because like had terrible food there, and I feel bad because every other time I've gone, it's been fire. But it is a highly rated Soho Mexican restaurant. We'll leave it at that. Maybe don't go for dinner. Maybe go for brunch. I don't know.
You're on a cold streak, bro.
I'm fucking frigid.
You're like me. You're like me 2 weeks ago.
No mojo. I'm not like broke. I'm like Neo going back into the Matrix, dude. I got to get my mojo rising.
Well, to make you feel better,
yeah,
I did get you a Christmas gift.
No, you didn't. But I will say, I had a panic moment where you texted me the other day and said, I got you. No, you were very specific. No, if you get someone a gift, you never say what it is. You said, I got you. What did you say?
I got you a gift. Like,
what did you say? Did you say I got you a hat as a gift? What did you say?
I think I don't know, bro. Whatever.
I'm gonna go back. No,
this is gonna take forever. But the point is that you and we are not born from gift giving cultures.
Yes. What you said to me is, got a hat for you. Merry Xmas. And I said, wait, like flow or a gift? Because I was shook. Because the last thing I want is your fucking douchebag ass somehow dunking on me as if you even remotely care about me.
Yo,
and
I'm
just,
getting
just
you,
to make me look bad, dude.
I'm getting you a gift next year. And
please don't.
This is going to sound very corny or like very like saccharine, but I really think that, okay, as jawnz enthusiasts, I posit that you and I are like, okay, the jawnz enthusiast, I think, is the hardest person to shop for, right? Because 100%. Shit is so dialed in, so specific. Everyone wants to get them clothes, but you should never buy clothes for jawnz enthusiasts. That being said, I think that I know you're trash at giving gifts because you're just like a narcissist and you don't think about other people.
Yeah, I'm not thoughtful at all. It's terrible.
The best example of that weekly is that the Zood board is always just like 10 things that you yourself mentioned.
Oh, stop it. The fact, and it's funny because we've had this super petty conversation before where you've mentioned it, that I try to keep it extremely balanced, but clearly I'm not doing a good enough job.
Sure.
Well, this is like, well, because you know why? Because you have a fucking persecution complex.
Interesting.
Where I think that you Larry is such a narcissist that he would never think or care about me, when actually I consider you a lot more than you think, and then thus you project.
Right. I'm your 6th best friend. You're my 26th best friend. But I think that
okay.
I think that you would actually get me a good jawnz gift, and I would like to think that I would get you a good jawnz gift, because I think that of all the time that we've known each other, obviously what we've focused in on and made a fucking career out of is like our knowledge of jawnz and fashion and taste in general, but also specifically to like you. Right?
So your point is that the jawnz enthusiast is the hardest person to get a gift for, unless it is a jawnz enthusiast buying a gift for a fellow jawnz enthusiast, and that gift is a jawnz. Is that what you're saying? Or are you just talking about us specifically because we know each other too well?
I'm talking about us specifically, but you might be able to extrapolate that out to like fellow jawnz enthusiasts. Like I think that like a jawnz enthusiast, like I don't know specifically what I would get you, and I think it would be actually good for content next year if we do get each other gifts.
Yeah, we should. Do you remember what I told you the other day when we were talking about Secret Santa? Do you remember what I told you I would want? Do you remember?
No.
You don't remember? Okay, never mind. I'm not going to say it then. I told you something and you were like, this is stupid. I was like, oh yeah, an Arc'teryx beanie would be sick, dude.
Oh yeah. I mean, I would get that for you, but I would still think it's fucking stupid to just have like the big like Arc'teryx.
I love it. But speaking of, and I just made me think of something so dumb and funny, but talking about how people just, this person in my family like loves clothes, so I'm gonna get him a clothing item or something related to clothing. But what they don't realize is that person, like how deep their love and knowledge of clothing is. It's like my mom for Hanukkah, she gets me like Suit Supply t-shirts in like a size medium, and I'm like, one, what, do you have body dysmorphia for me? Like, do you not see what I look like? And this is just like a Jewish mom being sweet as hell. And then it's like, when have I ever mentioned Suit Supply as like a thing that's like cool or dope or something that I even think about? And you know what I think it was? I think when my brother was looking for a tuxedo for my wedding, I think I maybe one time like just generally mentioned Suit Supply, and now she's like latched onto it, and it's become like, you know, well, he said it, so it must be good. I don't know.
We've been getting a lot of DMs. It's like, yo, my boyfriend is obsessed with your podcast. What do I get him for Christmas? And I'm just like, hey, listen to our fit. Well, I'm just like, listen to our fit checks on our Patreon app. Sign up for the Patreon. Listen to our fit checks, and then just like start investigating those brands. But that's fucking hilarious.
Are we too lazy to do a gift guide? Because I'm too lazy to do a gift guide. But that's what we should do.
We got to bring back the dumper in 2022.
I know. Fuck.
Like we're going to. Like it's
it will be. It will
not
be.
A question.
Well, we'll talk about when our resolutions, because quickly we're almost. I guess. But how long has this been?
I have no. I don't know when we started. I have no idea when we started. I think it's been like 45 minutes or something. But so I had a little Secret Santa yesterday. Yeah. And I think that I did very well as a gift giver. And what you do is you consider the person and you're like, all right, what would this person rather do instead of like hang out with me? Right.
Interesting. Okay, go on.
So like I had a friend that is like obsessed with movies, where he's had to like bail on hangout sessions because he's like, oh, I gotta like, I'm actually seeing this movie at like 5:30 or whatever. Okay. Or a friend that is like, loves tennis, right? It's just like figuring out what their fucking main hobby is and kind of like extrapolating that. So like, for the movie guy, I got him a tank top with Woody Allen's face all over it, like an all over print.
So fucking canceled.
But I got him a tank top because he can wear it on his Peloton. Because he obviously can't wear that tank top outside. Twitter.
No,
I'm
you
just patting
can't.
myself on the back as a fucking excellent gift giver. And you would be a tough nut to crack. I'm not going to lie. But I think about your loves outside of like doing the podcast, obviously. It would be
What,
something.
you gonna be like a Zuvi themed John?
It would be something to do with movies. There's definitely gift guides for movie lovers. It would be something to do with weed or wine.
Sure.
Or just being a fucking like lazy piece of shit. Like
Interesting.
You know, like a nice pillow or something, or a
Trying to think
blanket.
of what I would get you. You love to like eat and cook. So I would get you like a piece of rare restaurant merch and you'd be like, this is cool. Like that. That's what you mean.
Yeah, but like,
oh no. So well, good thing I didn't do it.
I mean, you can't give me this giant bucket of salt because
and that's also my point here is that like you were talking to me about, so your Secret Santa is a little different where like everyone in this group of friends, you buy a gift for every single person. So it's not really secret because everyone is getting a gift from everyone.
Yeah, but you have to guess who got you each gift.
Okay. So it's actually like a reverse Secret Santa and more about, praising the giver as someone who understands and knows the person so well.
Maybe, but it's also,
but I guess that's also the point of Secret Santa to begin with. I don't know.
I'm not gonna I also, like, my family, we're not big gift givers.
Neither am I.
Like my Christmas present for like when I was a teenager was literally just like a Metro card, which was fire, honestly.
That's pretty good.
It was a great gift. It was like,
yeah,
here's a $100 Metro card. And I was like, yo, thank you. Like that is $100 I don't have to spend.
Yeah, my parents are money givers. Yo, let me run something by you.
Because you just give me, I just want money next year.
Honestly, that would be fucking hilarious.
No, so I don't want to. I know your financial situation is cool.
Oh, fuck you. So this is an interesting thing, right? So my brother and me, my parents gave us the same amount of money for the holidays, but I'm married. So, and my gift.
You think you want more? You think you deserve more?
So no, I was saying, I think I deserve double because it's two of us.
No, they're not. Well, what did they get Jenna?
That's what I'm saying. It's for us. So it should be double, right?
Yeah, but you are older and your brother, so you have had more years to accumulate personal wealth.
Oh, that doesn't count. That's not a thought process at all. Gift giving happens in like a vacuum. No,
I don't think. Yeah, exactly. It happens in a vacuum. So you should get the same amount as your brother.
2-1. Okay. All right. Well, anyway.
What do you get, Pepper? Do you get Pepper anything?
Honestly, it's funny you say that. Normally, Jenna will get her a bunch of shit. I don't think we got her anything for Christmas.
What do you get? I'm not going to ask you what do you got, Jenna.
Oh, I'll tell you. I got her. Well, because of the whole Prada fiasco, which I talked about on the podcast. What did you? Oh, dude, we haven't talked about this. Speaking of the pressure of next week, dude, what did you get your girlfriend for Christmas? Your first Christmas?
I can't say.
You can't say. Did you go? Okay. So what I do, and Jenna would 1000% agree, is when I have not that getting a gift is a problem at all. But knowing the importance, like she says, you're a guy, you throw money at stuff. So I go like big in terms of like, monetary value. Did you do the same thing, or were you trying to be like thoughtful, romantic? What was just the thought process?
I'll tell you one gift that I got. You
got, how many gifts did you get her?
3.
Okay.
She is a white woman and therefore is obsessed with astrology, right? As all white bitches want to be.
Yeah.
She also is a big candle person, which sure.
Ooh,
so I got her
white bitches also. Yeah,
exactly. So I got her a astrology candle that is like, it has like a, I don't fucking know, bro. Like,
was that in Sky Mall or Brookstone?
No, it was actually on the. So I was on the LA Times. So I was doing trying to do Secret Santa shit. And I was just looking up self-care home spa type shit for dick sucking Ron. I ended up getting him a electric grinder because I feel like he's too lazy to like do this. Well, I actually ended up getting him 2 grinders by accident.
Have we talked about how he had a kid have we talked about how he had a kid? Is he still smoking as much weed as normal?
I don't know if as much, but definitely still fucking.
Shout out DSR. Happy holidays, buddy.
Absolutely.
Yo, they should make, like Brookstone or Sky Mall, like I said, they should have that for white bitches. Or is that goop? Is that goop?
It's just goop. Yeah.
Okay. Because that would be very convenient. It was just like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but I was on the LA Times like best like self fucking care, self-care, right? That's what's called.
I don't know.
Gifts. And it was all like dumb shit looking for DSR's gift, but I found this astrology candle and it's like you give like their birthday or sign and
it's specific to
like
the person.
tailors and it like tailors the
That's
scent
cool.
And it says like, oh, like as a Leo you are blah blah blah, like I don't fucking know.
That's your stocking stuffer though. That's not the big one, right?
No.
Is there a big one? Is there like a big one?
I not no, not like big.
Dude, first Christmases, first birthdays, all these things that you're going through is so tough because, like, you know, who knows what she got you, right? You don't want to make her look bad or feel bad, right? Like, it's a lot of politics, man. I wouldn't wish it upon my worst enemy. So fucking Godspeed and good luck.
All I'm gonna say is that I forget how I want everyone listening to just fucking buy a present for a homie because it actually feels really good. Yeah. It feels selfishly, it feels really good to like give a gift and to have somebody like it or like laugh.
That's the whole point of giving gifts, right? I'd rather give a great gift than get a great gift because
you wouldn't.
No, but really, because you know why? Because all we do during the year is basically get great gifts for free from brands, right? Like what literally this right now. The best mohair cardigan after the Chex TF mohair cardigan, which is shipping apparently right now. Like, no one needs to spend $900 and get this for me because I just got it for free. Right.
Yeah, same with this small talk hat. Shout out Nick.
Exactly.
I just want some more rapid tests,
bro. Does your place buy you that selling? Well, you bought yours online, right?
Yeah, like 2 weeks ago, and it just showed up.
Because I went to a place by me, just got a restock, and I walked in and I was like, "Is there a limit?" And they're like,
"How many did you buy?"
Well, 6
boxes.
That's no, right? That's one. And 2 were for our friends. But my thing is like, I was like, "Yo, no limit." I might be going fuck. I was like, "Yo, I could sell them outside the fucking shop."
Yo, I literally got a text from a number where I like looked back in the history and it was like a Coquito seller, not the woman that Hugo like live called on the pod.
Is this Angel Diaz's plug?
No, I don't know. I didn't have their shit saved and I don't know, like there was no like mutual, there was like, hey, this is like Angel Diaz's homie. So I don't know where it came from or if I'd even like, I think I bought Coquito as a Christmas gift actually for Dick Sucking Ron.
I mean, is that not the fail-safe gift as an adult, some form of like booze or, you know?
The best gift I gave was last year to Asher with the Big Hog, who was in a bit of a LDR himself, long distance relationship. I bought him a annual subscription to Pornhub.
You mentioned Premium. That's a fucking banger.
Yeah.
A great Christmas gift that we got just in terms of like thoughtfulness. Our lawyer sent us both caviar, which I don't even like, but was
Did you get it this? Did you get some this year?
No, not yet. I'm just mean last year. I'm assuming we will get it. It came like late. I remember it came late.
Yes, for addresses.
And you know, fucking potential bozo of the year, a nominee currently supply chain. So who knows what you and I, we're not up on the caviar.
How's supply chain doing? I'm not a big caviar fan. How's supply chain?
Oh, I hate it, bro. I fucking tried it and was like, this sucks. Though I will say, you got to do it the right way. You need fucking Ruffles. You need fucking creme fresh.
Yeah. Anyway. Supply chain is one of the least. It's definitely in the bottom half of Bozo of the Year contenders. They currently hold 3% of the vote.
The biggest complaints I'm getting are one, something we left off a category, whether that's brand of the year, sneaker of the year, mainly, which it's like, hey, do your own fucking award show. Don't tell me how to do my job. And then 2, Bozo of the Year, stacked category. People want like to vote for a starting 5. That's how fucking robust it is. So
it's Bozo singular of the year, not Bozos.
Yeah. Get in there. All right.
A resolution I have for 2022 though is to expand. Speaking of the Fitties, is to expand the Fitties. I think that like, yeah, we did a lot of fucking work, but it really is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 9 categories. That's a lot.
It's a lot.
Feels when you see it in like the pie chart and you don't see like all the options. I guess it feels just like more condensed. I definitely want to expand it, which brings us to.
Do you have some categories you think off top you'd want to add?
Yeah, I want to expand it out to like what was the one? Not worst brand of the year, but like biggest brick of the year. Biggest brick of the year.
Brick of the year.
Brick of the year. Meme of the year.
Non-TF media.
Yeah.
That could be fun. Just a couple newsletters, a couple podcasts that don't matter. Yeah,
exactly.
That could be fun.
I mean, Blackbird's pipeline, I think, would just win.
You think so?
Down. Yeah.
Yeah. There's probably a lot of crossover there. Yo, fucking
GQ would get how many votes would GQ get?
Would GQ even be? GQ wouldn't even be on the list.
You got to include them for like the profiles and shit.
No, excuse me. GQ hype would be on the list. What? Can you explain? Do you remember? I think there's and I can't remember even remotely when this would have been. I would need like a TF stand to someone like so ingrained in the throw game. Remember, we were like, didn't we discuss what is GQ hype? It's a SpawnCon separate
I think
Not
it's
magazine because they don't publish it, but like property, like a separate SpawnCon property.
I don't think
What
it's
is it?
SpawnCon. No, I don't think it's SpawnCon per se. I think what it is it is the creation of a asset that can be sponsored and that they can sell.
Okay.
It seems to be so. That's like, you know, that's the cynical kind of like capitalist speak. It's like an NFT is like a created asset class that people have been like, okay, this, we have all collectively decided to give this value.
Yeah.
Right. Conde can be like, hey, like we can sell this to an advertiser as like a new package of content.
Sure.
It seems like it is profiles that don't necessarily warrant a cover story. So like a digital cover, which is like the fucking parlance of like that existed like Complex.
Yeah.
So they just did like Javier Bardem.
Right.
They did Snoop Dogg.
Saw that.
I don't know what else they've done.
I just remember you and I, and maybe this was, honestly, this might be super full circle. Maybe like we discovered it trying to find like certain stuff for the Fitties last year, but I remember seeing like it being like a British like GQ UK, excuse me, a GQ UK thing. But now that all of the international GQs are under one roof and Will is in charge, it's like now GQ USA can like get people like Snoop Dogg or Bardem to do the GQ hype, which is maybe SpawnCon, maybe not SpawnCon. So it's just like the whole thing is very, I hope someone's getting fucking paid. That's all I'm fucking saying. Right?
What I don't like is I have to
Bizarre.
create an account for every single Conde title now. Like I should just be able to I should just be able to sign in or like give my email to Conde Nast.
Yeah.
And be able to access every like BA, GQ, every single one. Instead, I need to like sign up for a BA account. I need to sign up for a GQ account. Like I'm not paying, but it's
oh hell
annoying.
no. Yeah, it's crazy that GQ is putting stuff behind. Right. It's not like a paywall yet, though it very well may be by next year. But the fact that you have to now have an account and like sign in. Yeah, very interesting. I don't know, man. We'll see. Well, listen, if the media landscape changes enough, we can fucking adjust the category of best non-TF media property of the year in next year's Fitties.
We are not collecting email addresses on the current Fitties, which brings us back to the Throwing Fit 2022 New Year resolutions.
Wait, these personals are for the resolutions for the podcast or the business?
Do you have a personal resolution?
I mean, yeah, dude, I've been so out of pocket since the week before we left Italy. I need to lose 10, like 15, 20 LBs. I need to stop smoking weed. I need to leave the house once a day. I'm down bad, bro. But also,
you're also thriving.
I'm so happy, bro. I'm so happy. Never been happier. So I don't know. I'm in a tough spot, Jim. Anyway, so wait, is that we doing? Do you have a personal one? I just gave.
Wait, so yours is what?
My whole ass in 4K.
Continue being a pig in shit, but not.
No, I need to not be a pig in shit because I'm so.
But if you're happy, then
yeah, but it's so self-masturbatory.
I would like to masturbate less.
Really?
No, that was
wait, you got an uptick?
Huh?
I thought it would have been less because you've been traveling the world in search of pussy.
On a global search for Coochie.
Dude, where in the world is fucking Carmen Sandiego? And that's where you'll find Jimmy fucking beating it from the back.
That dussy. Carmen Sandiego.
Wait, so you want to stop masturbating?
No, that wasn't real. I don't really have a New Year's resolution. It's really just like grow the pot and like just
so
like
it's all business.
Yeah, baby, don't stop.
Okay, so let's just.
No, it really is like. It really is just focusing on the podcast and kind of like evolving it past.
Okay.
Where it is awesome, and like this was a fucking amazing, fun year, profitable year, but
a lot of travel.
Like, a lot of travel. I mean, I was thinking about this in the shower this morning. We are
pause
in 2022. We are already making big money for things that we did in 2021.
Yeah,
like we have a lot of outstanding kind of paychecks and shit.
Seeing the as we talk about the transition of accounting power, seeing the P&L from 2021, I'm almost like, why? What am I? I need a financial advisor, bro. What's wrong with me?
I don't know about that.
Don't answer that question. But anyway, all right. So what are some? What are some of your resolutions?
Throwing Fits 2022 resolutions.
Yeah,
I really do think, and it's not just the comments being like, yo, Netflix, where the show at? It's the Jimmy and Larry, I'm calling them mandates.
Mm-hmm.
Get it? It's a pun.
Yeah, I know. I get it.
Where we go do shit together and make content out of it, whether it's jet skis in the Hudson, getting your ears pierced, whatever. I think that is like fire content that is just lends itself naturally to like our friendship, our personalities, our fucking quirked up, slopped up, whatever.
Yeah.
I'd love to do more of that. Like, you know, content wise.
Only if it's spawn. I want to do it too. I'm with you, but I want someone to pay for it. I want someone to foot the bill, right?
Well, I think you gotta kind of do it in order to like we've done it enough where you can like get sponsors and sell it, but it's also like, yo, those sponsors are few and far between. You know what I mean?
No,
like,
that's true. That's true. Even though honestly, it seemed like people were coming out of the woodwork to fucking send this across the globe after taking 2020 completely off. Hopefully, I don't know, man. Yo, if getting a repeat of that kind of Fast and Furious travel and SpawnCon means losing 6 months of 2022 and having budgets fucking roll over and get fucking, you know, blown. You know, I don't want to fucking put a demon on the world, but you know, but anyway, to follow up what you were saying, one thing that I thought was awesome in terms of just the experience and how much fun we had as homies and work husbands, but also then fucking materialize in terms of our professional life, more fucking trips like the LA trip where we go somewhere and we were just banking banger content.
Yeah.
Right. That to me is like, it's just, yo, it's fucking optimization. It's fucking monetization. It's the fucking full spread for me. So more shit like that. I don't know what other, like, where else could we go? We could do LA again.
No, but well, LA again, Atlanta to do fucking
rappers.
Like
Miami.
Like there's definitely celebrities over in Miami, but like it's like Wayne, Khaled, and like fucking now it's like NFT guys and shit. You know, like I don't really know who's in Miami.
We'll get
like
the captain of the Bored Ape yacht. like okay, all right. Give us another one.
All right. This is so Robbie. Yo, shout out Art Kells.
Hell yeah, bro,
for fucking killing it all year and especially coming through. You know, making a late bid for MVP
at the buzzer, like I said, bro.
At the buzzer, like Chief Keef with his, I don't even know what the album's called, but it's fucking hard.
Fornem.
I thought it was like Eminem or something.
He rocks, bro.
Yeah,
he's
better than the Beatles. But Robbie gave us a fucking presentation / deck.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, remember when Chuck didn't know what a deck was?
Well, he thought it was a porch.
Yeah, exactly.
Like literally,
like a patio. You want me to build a patio?
We're building a fucking literal deck. Anyway,
or decks and Bob the Builder. It's like tweaking the social media strategy and going hard, like more video content, which like you've probably already seen that shit. Leading into TikTok to like kind of cultivate a following there because it's like obviously not necessarily a one-to-one audience from like Twitter, Instagram, whatever. But yo, should we be going harder on social media in terms of just like taking, like kicking ass and taking names? Like, well, should we be like literally murking or naming names? You know what I mean?
I don't know about that, but I will say that normally you will like typically throughout the year when we're in like a social media lull or what you perceive to be a lull, you'll hit me up and it'll be some semblance of like, yo, are we not going hard enough on social? And I always go, yo, relax. Like we own the space. We're the only podcast that matters. It's chill. But at the same time, right now, when we are on a motherfucking tear from memes to captions, shout out you. You're unhinged right now. You're out of pocket and I love it. And I would love for this to be your cruising altitude. To Robbie with the fucking TikTok / Reels fucking Oscar award winning short films. Like, and right now when we're fucking firing on all cylinders, then I'm like, damn, imagine if it was like this all the time, which is hard to do.
I want you to suck my dick,
but it is worth it.
I want you to suck my dick real quick and tell me your favorite caption recently.
Well, my favorite is the Rittenhouse meme that you have not dropped yet.
Oh fuck yeah, no, I'll drop that tonight.
Yeah, which is I mean, there's been really good captions. You've been on fire, but the Rittenhouse to me is just so.
It's not calling me Ghislaine the way I be grooming.
That was good, but that was almost like that was very edgelord. I like the Malaysian flight. I thought that was a little more nuanced in terms of like, hey, you know, let's talk about this tragedy. You know, like
remember
let's
that?
Not forget. Okay, let's see. What's another fucking here's one that I don't know if you'll agree, but I talked to JB about this. Yo, is my New Year's resolution, this thirsty to get more press? Should we, and to get a publicist? I don't know. I think it's important. I would like to, you know, you and I are still riding off of vapors from a New Yorker profile, not to show our whole ass for the 1000th time, but like that was 2 years ago, right? So we need
another joint.
Yeah, I just don't know if press moves the needle.
No, it doesn't.
I mean, like,
no, it doesn't.
It's entirely self-masturbatory.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Self-masturbatory.
Yeah, self-fellatio.
Yes.
Sucking your own dick.
Because
it's like, what story do we have to tell? You know, like,
we got that shit in July or whatever, Q3.
Right, well,
that's going to be a banger.
You know, collaborations. Obviously, this was a big year with 316.
But that's a John story. I wanted just a story on us as like fucking, I don't know, arbiters of culture or something. I don't know. Bigger.
We have a, you know, we're already working on collaborative jawnz for 2022. We have a fucking big project dropping. Yeah, for fall winter 22.
You might say we have a big thing coming.
It'll be. I'm actually very excited. I don't know you on your negative Nancy shit, on your negative Nancy Reagan shit. Throtus, you were like, no, this is like the duality man. Like you kind of were like, oh, I don't know if this is like cool or whatever. And I'm like, no, this is like.
I knew it was cool. It was just intimidating. We talked about this for like 5 minutes last 2 weeks ago.
How do you feel about it now, though?
We fucking reeled in a fucking fish that rocks. And I will say too, honestly, man, you're on a tear, dude. I don't know if it's because like you're in a new mindset where you're fucking booed up and you're fucking in love and you're tapping into that fucking emotional side of you, but you've had some good ideas lately. And you had a great idea, which I will not even remotely spoil, that to me felt like not a cherry on a Sunday, because that would be, it's like you fucking put a bow on something that was already immaculately wrapped, and I'm very excited for that to happen. And you know what
it is? It's that I'm not fucking wasting time like trying to chase Coochie. That's what it is. So
right, which you said publicly, I believe, took up 99% of the time of your entire life.
I'm like fucking Bradley Cooper in Limitless, man.
Literally, the limitless drug, the Adderall, is you now having just guaranteed pussy.
Yeah, you remove Coochie from the equation, I'm a fucking monster.
Yeah, all you need to do is pay for a plane ticket, and you can write in your fucking calendar when Coochie is guaranteed, which is a magical, wonderful thing, and that is the meaning of Christmas.
Exactly. Love some guaranteed Coochie. Okay, real quick.
No, wait, should we get a publicist? Forget about the
no. What
is that corny? Is that corny as a podcast to have a publicist? No.
Yeah,
maybe. Okay. Jenna said it was a very stupid idea and a complete waste of money.
It's a complete waste of money. I think it's like, yo, if we wanted to, we could pitch ourselves to like the people that would write about us. I don't necessarily think we need a publicist to like shill for us. Cause like who in the media do we not know that we could just be like,
no, I know,
pitch our story to, you know?
No, you're right. It's just like to have someone else do it. Like I'll be thirsty on mic with you and to all of our best friends behind the paywall. But when it comes time to like email fucking a homie like John Caramonica, I never want to fucking ask.
Oh yeah. You hate doing that, which is like, I think something you need to get over. Which
come on.
No, you hate doing that, which is fine and fair. And you're always like, I don't want to be annoying. I don't want to be annoying. I'm like, yo, be annoying. Like fucking text that person. No one cares. Guests for 2022.
Which is weird because I'm supposed to be the shameless one, not you.
I'm shameless with like asking for
favors.
Not favors, but I'm like, yo, come on the pod. Like
that. That's not a favor, right? Everyone fucking, okay. All right. Touche. Anyway.
Well, it brings us to dream guest for 2022.
Ooh.
Again, my white whale. Emphasis on white, even though he's not white. Pusha T.
Yeah.
And Gunna.
We've gotten a little closer to Gunna. That would be great. Also, this is such a weird thing to answer because I never want to say, like, for example, right? If you would have asked me last year, and I think this is a great way to kind of like address this in my own kind of tempered way. Like last year, I would have never said Big Boy, right? One of my goats, you know, as an Outcast stand. And here we are, you know, we have already, and now it's like, and it's gone. It's in the rear view. It was a fucking amazing classic ep, and now we're already moving forward. So I can't even imagine who I could say for my dream guest. Cause like, there's so many people I would miss that like not maybe, but will probably most likely happen next year, you know, in that kind of vein. So I don't even know what to say.
Regardless of celebrity, because we're not fucking star fuckers out here fucking stars. But who I want to spend more time with, the whole Throne Fits crew.
Oh,
the big fucking meals. Our holiday dinner got canceled.
That's what we should have been leading off the show with, was all of the fucking mayhem and fucking shenanigans that went down at Leo
thanks to the fucking Chickies gift card we have. Thank you, Kathleen. We appreciate you. That is literally like, talk about burning a hole in our pockets. It's begging to be fucking spent.
Is it
fucking blown?
Is it day class A? So I emailed the owner of Leo to get us like a table, like, you know, and probably like get decent treatment.
Wait, you know the owner of Leo?
I got put on email with him. Like, I've like talked to him a few times, but
okay, all right.
Would it be day class A to go to a restaurant where we get like hooked up, even if it's just like a prime table on like a Friday night at 7 p.m. or whatever, you know, for a group of like 7 or 8 people, and then use a gift card? Like,
oh damn.
Yeah, I think that's a little fucking.
But how else are you supposed to use a gift card? You have to. I mean, it's not like a fucking symbolic thing. Like, it needs to be spent.
If we just went on our own and didn't, like, you know, look, this guy was like, it's likely that we were gonna get like some free wine or some free like appetizers or even like a free pie or whatever.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay. I mean,
it is day class A
probably. And if you and I went, just me and you there,
and we did it, it'd be fine.
I feel like we've done that before. Yeah, then you just spend it, but then it's like,
or even if
the whole meal is, but the whole thing is then covered. So like, we literally would have spent.
No, but even if we went with 7, if I hadn't reached out to him and I made the reservation just like degular, and then dropped the gift card, that's different than being like, hey, Joey, owner of Leo, like, can you help us out here, like with a reservation for 8 on a Friday night? And he's like, yeah, for sure, I got you.
But we're probably gonna spend, you know, thousands of dollars. So even though the $250 is like, I get what you're saying with the free stuff. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard. We won't know until we fucking go and see how much shit we get for free.
The point is, I'm very much looking forward to both hangs with the full TF crew, and throwing parties, which we've realized is our fucking sweet spot for the whole throw gang. We had over, I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, over 1,000 RSVPs for the Arc'teryx holiday party.
Yeah, definitely. It's not something to necessarily say, but okay, here we
go. Whatever.
That's, I mean, it's a flex, I think. I mean,
yeah, it's a flex, but I'm saying, like, I would love to do that. And obviously the plug got pulled on that, which fucking sucked. But yeah, that sucked. That actually sucked a lot. But yeah, hopefully
I think we did the right thing though.
Yeah, for sure.
Whatever.
Crazy to have gone forward with that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so those are my New Year's throwing fits resolutions.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, you and I were put on God's green earth to fucking host. I mean, that's facts. I mean, no one can argue with that. Hopefully the Arc'teryx thing happens in January. I don't know. Is this shit is gonna get worse before it gets better? You know, I don't know. I know 10 people with COVID right now.
Crazy. Yeah.
I'll
probably have it. Should I do a live test on pod?
No, they take 15 minutes.
And we're done.
This is the last pod of the year. We love you guys.
What a year.
Fitty. Next time you hear from us, it's gonna be Fitties results. Can't wait. That's gonna be fun. We gotta do that in person, and we need to be smacked. I'm gonna get fucked up.
January 6th or 5th, we'll be recording. Next guest is Alex Toomey. You may know him as Young Thug's engineer for like 10 years.
Right hand man. Banger pod. That was
big
sick.
Thug, big banger, big dart, big gems, all for like 2 hours.
Crazy stories. That's a banger. That's great.
Well,
and
actually,
then, no, we got some good shit. I mean, honestly, I'm very excited about the pods to kick off 2022. And then, you and I will be back to break down all of the winners and losers in the most highly contested, highly voted on Fitties of all time, even though we've only been doing it for 2 years.
Let's fucking go, chef. Slap that motherfucking Diamonds Dancing.